I'm coming to you live from the Boogie Down Bronx. This is your brother Gabar. Thank you for coming. You could have been anywhere else, but you were here. So blessings and thank you. And my gratitude. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And if you want to support, you got the PayPal, then you got the Cash App. PayPal is hashtag IAMFITPodcast. Hashtag IAMFITPodcast. And Cash App is the $ IAMFITPodcast 1. $ IAMFITPodcast 1 Cash App. If you want to support those that have been supporting, I appreciate you. Love you. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe. We're almost to 1,000. I'm back, baby. Well, almost back. And we are here having a conversation about the different things throughout the day, what's going on throughout America. And tonight, I want to hear white people. Tonight's show, every single video, and I think this is going to be the most video I ever show. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 9, really 9. So I want to try to speed through them because I'm a bit shocked. I don't know if this will be considered hate speech. I would like to hear your opinion of what these white people are saying, specifically about black people. Is it love speech? Is it hate, anti-Semite? Is it speech? I don't know. I don't want to judge. I just want to report the news. And I wanted to go different ways about this today because I heard news that Kyrie Irving met with the lead of what is the what you call the ADL, the anti-defamation lead. And I'll probably do a show about the history of that particular organization. Good and bad and indifferent. And sometimes trails of blood are created by good intentions. Hatred and prejudice sometimes start from a place of good and pure. Um, I know how does it feel to go into the rabbit hole of prejudice and hatred towards a group. I mentioned before I used to be involved with a very racist group, the ISUPK, that twisted the Bible, were right about one things and wrong about other things. And I think God woke me up from that nonsense. I appreciate the Most High God that He was able to free me from that hate. Which I will say this: I was never a hateful kind of guy or a prejudiced kind of person, but I could see how you could be turned that way by the company you keep. And shout out to those brothers. I hope those brothers repent. I hope those brothers understand that Ruth the Moabitess, Job the Edomite, Cornelius the Philistine, and other Gentiles in the Bible does not threaten your position, your history, your status. And I hope brothers that are still caught up with that hate just because they read something that they don't want to accept in the Bible and try their darn best to change it or try to reinterpret it. Shame on you. Get over yourself. Preach the gospel. Preach the Bible. Teach the Bible as it is, not how you want it to be. So I want to let me move this over here. Stay with me. Okay. I want to hear white people today. Because this thing kind of shocked me, seeing these words. I hope they don't get taken down by TikTok spreading this hate speech. Now, I'm not calling it hate speech. But out there in the ether, that's what people are calling it. So, I'm just going to shut up, and I want the people to just basically hear what this white woman is saying. This white woman is saying. I want to hear white men, white women. I want to hear, like I said, I got about 9 videos, and I want these white people to express themselves. I'm not calling them to be taken out of TikTok. I'm not taking or Instagram or any other of these social medias. I know it may shock some of you guys what these people are about to say, but we have to get to the truth. And I got an email today by someone in Israel. Let's see here. It says, Shalom. You say in one of your podcasts that you were interested in talking with a Jewish person about some of the things you have discussed. I sharply disagree with your views. I would be happy to converse with you on this topic. Will you be interested? If so, I will be happy. Well, I'll let I'll keep your name anonymous until we talk. But thank you. I really appreciate you reaching out to me. Obviously, I respond. Waiting for that email, and my invitation still stands. I will speak to any person who disagrees with me, as long as we have a respectful dialect, no problem. Yeah, I like to hear people, or I want to hear other people that another point of view. People they disagree with me because then they could enlighten me. Every time I get proven wrong, I feel good because now I got smarter. I got better. Oh, I was wrong about that. Thank you. I take it as a compliment. I take it I just got enlightened by someone. So I don't mind being proven wrong. But I need receipts, not opinion. We can all have opinions. That's fine. But if you want to deal with facts, I need receipts. But hey, let's have a conversation. And I'm willing, if you don't have receipts, I also want to hear your opinions. So let's hear what this white woman got to say about Mr. Ye and black people in America. Fair use.
Let me tell you people something y'all do not know. They are scared of y'all, the black community. Y'all single-handedly own the power and you can't even see it. They know that y'all single-handedly hold the cards to all of this shit in this nation. God, please just wake up and see what kind of control you actually have. If you really want to get technical, y'all are the ones that can save this country.
What is this white woman talking about? There's some strange days in America. Go ahead, white woman.
Because the minute that y'all actually see through their bullshit is when they lose their wealth. Talk about white privilege. They will lose their wealth. They bank on y'all. They bank on y'all remaining stagnant with their bullshit. I can't wait.
What is this white woman talking about? Did you agree, disagree? Can black people save America? Black people are only 14% of the population. What this crazy white woman is talking about? Go ahead, white woman.
To see this shit unfold, because I'm gonna tell you, there's one by one they waking up. Y'all better get ready. One by one they're waking up to rich man's bullshit.
To the rich man bull-ish. I'm a Christian. I can't, I cannot, say curse words. But anyway, you know what I mean. I don't know. This crazy white woman is crazy. I don't know. I'm not taking one side or the other. I never seen this before. I never heard this before. This is crazy. What's going on, white woman? Black people could save America?
And they're seeing, and they're standing their ground. And once they lose the black vote, it's on like a Donkey Kong.
It is on like Donkey Kong? All right. Okay. Maybe that was a crazy white woman. Maybe that was, something else. This white guy looks pretty normal. Let's see what he needs to say. Go ahead, white man.
I find it disappointing that Kanye doesn't have the support of his people. He's willing to put his $11 billion toward taking back what has quite literally been stolen from the black community, from black people, from black Americans for decades. And that is your black art. That black art should have created generational wealth for many generations past and to come for the black people of America. He's going hard in the paint for you guys. It seems like you would return that love and support him. That's wild.
Wow. Okay. Maybe he's another white crazy person. All right. Let me see what this other white person needs to say. Fair use.
The Nazis, of course, expanded on Margaret Sanger's approach to eugenics, right?
That didn't help when he started with the Nazis, right? Okay, this is going to be interesting. What he's going to say about the Nazis.
Eugenics was a movement that was born in the United States under hard doctrines of racism with the intent of eliminating the tribe of Judah in the African-American community.
What is this white man saying about the tribe of Judah, the African American? What are these crazy white people saying? America is going cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. What are these crazy white people saying? Fair use.
Community in this country, right? To eliminate them. That's why she formed Planned Parenthood, was specifically to kill African American, black.
Okay. All right. This guy looks like he got to say something, right? Crazy. Because all I'm hearing is crazy white people talking about crazy stuff about we the Jews. What does this white boy got to say?
In light of seeing that a rapper from Migos died, I just wanted to go ahead and make a video about something I have a unique experience in. So I directed a bunch of rappers, people like Gucci Mane, Snoop Dogg, Lil Yachty, the list goes on and on and on, okay? I learned a lot.
Wait a minute. He's from the industry. He got to be saying something crazy, right? Let's see what he's going to say.
A lot of things, and I have left the industry largely over my political beliefs, but there is something I want to impart to people to hopefully, make some sort of change happen. So I have a challenge to rappers, and I know some of you still follow me. I know a bunch of the celebrity blogs still follow me from trying to get news from music videos and things like that. So here's the truth. The truth is this: a bunch of young black male rappers keep dying. You know who's not dying? Record executives. The record executives that push for them to continue to make songs and create a culture that is obsessed with death, drugs, and sex. Period. The industry is obsessed with it, but those record executives, they're not dying because they don't push this culture on their own. Guys, in light of seeing
Part 2.
encouraging you to push it on yours, and they're paying you handsomely to do it. The reality is, I know a lot of you. A lot of you are good people. You're family guys. You're not the image that you put out there to the world. Why? Why don't you be the example? Stand up. I challenge you. Be the example. Make music about the culture you want to see. Don't just get online today and talk about how, whenever.
I need to take a break here because, that's right, communication and talking. I see somebody in the chat room. I'm gonna bring you. In the Zoom. Let's see here. Zoom user. You stay put. I'm gonna bring you in. Just hold tight. But I don't know. I just feel that there needs to be we have to take responsibility too. And what these white people are saying, I don't know. It's being home. It's coming home.
Whenever a rapper makes it, his own people take him down. Don't just make those videos. Don't be sad. Don't rest in peace. None of that stuff. Be the change you want to see. Inspire it in your community. Reach out to other rappers and say, we have to stop. We're being used. You've been used for a long time. They create this paradigm to make you believe that you're so important and your celebrity status is worth so much, but in truth, you're a pawn in their game and you always have been. The government has wanted to hold down communities of people in different ways. Their method in the black community has been to use entertainment to create a culture obsessed with death, drugs, sex, and money, so that they could create a false paradigm of what happiness and what success really was. And in doing so, they created a world that also made people more dependent on government, and as a result, gave themselves more power. The record executives that push you to do this, to go and continue to profit off the backs of your work, they're in cahoots with the elite. They're in cahoots with the government. They want you to think you're important, but in truth, you're just doing their dirty work for them, so stop. They've empowered you in ways that are real. You have an audience, you have platforms, you have the ability to make change. So go against the grain together. They're more afraid of you all together standing up and creating a new culture that's built around family.
Verse 1. So then Moses saw this, and he said, please, God, she's my sister. She probably didn't mean to. Sunday, a good day to correct some false teaching and lies that you've been told while sitting in church or even watching movies, reading books. Moses, chosen by God, given the 10 Commandments. Most of the laws are based on that today. Even your Constitution in America some of it is based on the 10 Commandments. Moses, born in Africa, raised by Africans. Moses was a Hebrew, an Israelite, and a black man. All Hebrews were black. He married a woman from Ethiopia, and his sister Miriam didn't like this. She didn't like it because Ethiopians had a different culture to them. So she was talking bad about Moses marrying out of his race.
Is this anti-Semite? Is this racist, what these people are saying? Or the truth is coming out, damn it.
So God was listening to this, and God said, Miriam, Aaron, who the one she was gossiping to, and Moses, please come to the temple steps. I have some things I want to speak to you about. So they were on the temple steps, and he said, Miriam, you have been talking about your brother Moses, slandering that he's marrying outside of his culture. That is a sin. He said, so for your punishment, I'm going to strike you with leprosy and whiteness. So she was struck to become a white leper. Now, you can read all this for yourself. The whole story is in Numbers 12, starting at verse 1. So
the only curse associated with skin color in the Bible was not black. That racist statement in the Talmud about the black skin and blah, 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 and the curse of Ham, it cannot be found in the Bible at all. You know, there is an old saying that when someone is doing something to you wrong, they'll accuse you of the same thing they're doing to you wrong. It's a psychological thing. The truth is the truth.
So then Moses saw this, and he said, please, God, she's my sister. She probably didn't mean to talk about me like this. Please, I beg you, restore her back. I don't want my sister to be a leper. So God, he loved Moses, so he said, Moses.
You know what? I got pissed earlier with that, brother was talking to ex-agent, used to criticizing the rappers. Because I view that black people coming together in the same way as Jewish people come together, it will be a miracle. A miracle.
If she was talking bad and your father found out and spat in her face, for 7 days she would be ashamed and have to stand outside the house. So for 7 days then, she will become a white leper. Then after 7 days, I will restore her. But do not forget this lesson. So this you can read for yourself. So next to racism, which is a very dark thing in people's hearts, is jealousy and envy. And be very careful, because what the Bible says about envy is, and you can read it, Proverbs 14:30, it rots your bones.
I wanted to
Let's see what crazy Alex Jones had to say.
get to Charles Barkley, because I've always liked Charles Barkley. He's a likable fella, and back when I had time to watch the NBA growing.
So this is another one. Let's speed it up a little bit.
Are Jewish, and there's a whole bunch of black Jews in Israel. I mean, the Jews don't deny that in Israel. Clip out
Let me back it up
that
a
I
little bit.
talked about 20 years ago, talking about global government, the New World Order, how they use food as a weapon, how they would come with forced inoculations, how they would release viruses, which is all true. And so he attacked Kyrie and said he should be kicked out of the NBA or suspended indefinitely.
If a Jewish does something wrong, where Jewish people will come down on Mr. Irving, Mr. Ye, in the same way our people have come down on these two individuals. It's wrong, brothers. It's wrong, people. We have to stand together. We have to stand together and have faith.
For attacking somebody's religion, when all Kyrie did was put out a link to a book and that's was made into a movie about how a lot of North African black people, it's in the Bible, it's in the Old Testament, King Solomon, are Jewish. And there's a whole bunch of black Jews in Israel. I mean, the Jews don't deny that in Israel. There are a lot of black folks from Ethiopia, you name it, that can do their family lines. I mean, they've got Jewish last names. I mean, they are Jewish. And so the fact that the original Israelites, if you read the Old Testament and even the New Testament, had dark skin. Now, not all of them were African, but a lot of them were part African, and some were basically pure African. And it was that whole melting pot going on that were in that tribe. The Bible talks about all the tribes of Judah. And so that's in mainline history books. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Revelation describes Jesus with dark hair and bronze skin. So that's all he did. But even if Kyrie Irving was wrong, he has a right.
Is this racist? This is supposed to be a beautiful thing, us awakening our identity. Jewish people, please, just let this go. You have the power. You got the power. You got the control. You got the political will. Do not go into the weight of Cain. Do not go into the weight of Cain. Leave black people alone. We'll suffer enough.
To come out and say what he wants. But all he did was link to a video. So they're really coming after him. He lost $100 million. He would take the poison shot. He should sue them for that. Now he's been vindicated. And also I want to ask Charles Barkley, hey, Charles, we have NBA team owners saying, screw the Uyghurs, 3 million in death camps in China. So you guys are supporting death camps and let the CCP run you. And then when you're so dirty, you sit there and you point your finger at Kyrie Irving and act like he has done something wrong. So here's.
And listen, I'm still riding with Mr. Alex Jones. Yeah, he's been wrong about certain things, but he's been more right than he has been wrong. So I'm riding with Alex. We need someone like Alex. We need a watchdog like him to constantly not trust the government. We're not supposed to trust the government. We're supposed to ask questions. We're supposed to demand answers.
Here's a clip of Charles Barkley crapping the bed.
I think the NBA dropped the ball.
In what way?
I think he should have been suspended. I think Adam should have suspended him. First of all, Adam's Jewish. You can't take my $40 million and insult my religion. If you're going to insult me, you have the right, but I have the right to say, no, you're not going to take my $40 million and insult my religion. I think the NBA...
I can't watch this because I'm going to get triggered. Let's change the video. Let's see what this white boy needs to say.
Probably the best thing on TikTok that y'all haven't seen, but sure. Look at this, man. We got Judah, Ephraim, Gad, Simeon, and so forth. Man, that is a beautiful thing right there. The 12 tribes coming together. The true Israelites. Man, I love it. I love it. Shalom, young brothers.
Is that going to be illegal soon? If white people cannot accept the truth that the children of Israel are waking up, and let's just say we're dead wrong. Let's just say we're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Let's just say, we're delusional. White America have had the privilege to be be illusional for years, promoting that white Jesus Christ with all the evidence that existed back then and now, that he was a man of color. We allowed them for that to be accepted, that delusional grandeur, that they were the children of Israel. Oh my God, people of color now are questioning whether they are the people of the book. And they're being attacked. But more importantly, they're attacking each other. And that's what pains me. That's what angers me, because we have the political, the social, the economic. We also have the word in the streets. We have the people's heart, because we are the salt of the earth. The only thing we don't have is unity. And that's the reason why I had to get out of church, because I need to help build the nation. And I want to see a miracle. I want to see the same love, the same unity that black people should have, that you see in Jewish communities. I'm not knocking the Jewish people. There's not an attack on Jewish people. There's an attack about my people. We need to start uniting, okay? And I'm hearing news, and I'm gonna probably do a show about the ADL and their history. But we need our own ADL. We need our young lawyers. If you're an African American, Latino, brown person, if you go into law and you're learning the law, you're learning how this world works legally, start building a coalition with other people of your pigmentation, other people of your race. And we're going to put aside our religion, we're going to put aside our belief, and we're going to defend the integrity of our people. Mr. Irving, I'm getting reports that he needs to agreed to give $500,000 to the ADL. The ADL is a straight up Jewish mob. I'm sorry, I don't care if I get canceled. They're hustlers. They just take people's. Every time the media or somebody gets attacked of being anti-Semite, the ADL is in their face and asking for money. You guys are scammers. You just hustlers dealing with pain and suffering and trying to just simply support your nonprofit organization. I said it. If all this money is going for you to attack hate, right? Attack racism and hate. When was the last time we saw an ADL commercial? ADL movie, ADL billboard, ADL nothing. We only see those guys pop up when it's time to collect some money, to put pressure on usually a black or brown person or a white guy who said something, got something out of line. You guys are the Jewish mob. And I want good black people, good Hispanic people, good white people, and good Jewish people to stand up for that wickedness and say no more, no mas. Because this is not about Jewish, black, white, Hispanic. This is about good and evil, right and wrong. And listen, this is not about that you Jewish people are genetically somehow designed or genetic informed to be evil or wicked. No. Anybody with power is corrupted. It's just human nature. It's just this wicked flesh. So if it was Chinese people in power, they would have been doing the same thing. If it was African people in power, they would do the same thing if they don't put on Christ. If they don't acknowledge they are a sin-aholic. So what's happening in the Jewish community, it's not special, it's not unique, it's not different. When people go into the path of the dark side, of the way of Cain, this is the result. Tyranny. And it's time for good Jewish people to get up. Maybe that brother who I'm going to talk to, he may not, agree with everything I'm saying, but maybe we could come to some resolution. Because listen, Jewish people, it doesn't help you by you throwing under the rug bad Jewish people. Epstein should never have been rocking. Epstein should have been shot down a long time ago. And what's the other producer? I forgot the guy's name. Forgot his name. You got to clean house, my Jewish brothers and sisters. You got to clean house. And stop kicking down on black people. Try to understand us. By nature, historically, we are the least racist people in the world. We allow white people, Jewish people in the rap industry, not only to govern the people, govern the rappers, but also be part of the rap culture. They were white rappers. They were accepted. Back from the 80s. House of Pain, MC Search, the group of Third Base, Beastie Boys. We're the most accepting people in the world. But in the same way black people accepted white people and Jewish people in the rap culture, have you accepted black people and brown people in the corporate culture? Like the white brother said about, black people by this time should have generational wealth. With the music and artistry, the black culture, beauty. It should not be a situation that now finally we get one black billionaire, Mr. Ye, and now he's been attacked. Clean house, Jewish people. It's not right. And I always look for the best on people. I always want the best of people. And I want to always give people the benefit of the doubt to do the right thing. I don't care what you've done. I don't care who you are. I don't care what religion you're from. I'm going to give people the benefit of the doubt to do the right thing. So hopefully the Jewish brother who's going to, we're communicating and I'm reaching out to other groups and let's have a conversation. I don't have one racist bone in my body, but enough is enough. Everybody knows that people of color always been taken advantage of. Can't speak their mind. And just because they want to question who are the 12 tribes of Israel, and they say, you know what, I think I am. And the belief that perhaps many of the European people that are calling themselves Jews may not be the true descendants of Israel. There are receipts out there. There are arguments. There are many Jewish people that also agree with them. They say, yeah, we're more proud of a conversion and some new type of religion that came out of Europe. Arthur Kessler of the 13 Tribes, that book that you guys claimed that you debunk. It hasn't been debunked. There's other books, The Invention of the Jewish Race and others. And these were by Jewish people, scholars. Oh, but I know what you're gonna say. Oh yeah, I know what you're gonna say. They self-hating Jew. They just don't like each other, or don't like their own people. No. Stop the cap. Stop it. We have to have a conversation, guys, because my if this doesn't change, I'm gonna always promote to the day of die. People of color, if you're not appreciated in America, unite and get the hell out. How? Do not feed the beast. Do not feed it. Go to Africa. Go through other countries where you appreciate it, and start there from fresh. It's not right. It's not polite. It's not righteous. And understand that, listen, there's always going to be a structure, an elite. There's always going to be a thing that people are always going to be talking about, the secret societies, the secret elites. And I truly believe that a lot of these secret society conversations are creating the war that people from both sides cannot come together. Or the elite, the blue bloods, they're going to always look out for each other. They don't care about us. This is the time more than ever for you to prove us wrong and have a conversation. I don't think what Ye is talking about is too outrageous. I don't think what Mr. Irving is saying is too outrageous. Why is his belief is not being protected? ADL? Why the only time the ADL pops up is when some Jewish people get offended? Yeah, you may say something about some gay person, yada, 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 to keep the illusion that you care about all people that are being victimized. But where everybody knows better. Jewish people, you have to start cleaning house, fix up your backyard. It's time for you to start, you know what? This crazy guy, Gabar, is crazy. He's crazy, but he's right. It's not good marketing. Every generation, when I was a kid, Jewish people that rule the world, you can't talk about negative Jewish people that come for you in the 80s, the 90s, early 2000s now. So what is the definition of a society is keep doing the same thing over and over again, right? And expecting a different result. And a lot of people say, well, Gabar, it's working because you know what? We are shutting people down. And I know the argument of saying, well, never again, never Hitler, never again, we're going to tolerate anybody. I get that. But for any Jewish person to think that there's going to be another Hitler, that's like a black person thinking there's going to be another slavery or they're going to come and put us in chains again. Those days are over, man. Those days are over. Because you know what it's about now? You know what people are chasing? The dollar. It's all about the dollar. The root of evil is the love of money is the root of all evil. Prove me wrong, elite. Prove me wrong. And I will say this until my dying breath. Let's not render evil for evil. Let's do good for evil. Let's unite. Let's spread love. Let's educate each other. Let's look out for each other. in the same way as Jewish people look out for their people. Let's stop complaining about this game that we're fighting, or stop stop complaining about losing the game and start strategizing how you could win the game. Somebody wants to call in. The number is 646-450-2013. I think earlier somebody was trying to come in Zoom. You guys want to come in now, you're more than welcome. But it's not right, folks. We need to start making some real changes. We have to start really taking inventory of what's going on here, because it's a joke now. Everybody that I speak to off this camera telling me, yeah, what's happened to you is wrong. Yeah, there's some evidence that black people are the real Jews. There is some evidence that Jewish people are not the real Jews. Now, listen, as a religion, I will never tell any Jewish people to stop practicing the religion. This is not about religion. This is about a black and brown man having the right to express his religious belief and having his historical perspective. Because you guys are proving that history is told by the champions. I thought those days were over. I thought now we're in the age of enlightenment, that we could now look at objectively history and call it for what it is. You know, I don't know what route or how I'm gonna end up, how all of this is gonna end up. Me speaking so frankly, so openly about what I feel. But let me tell you something. I know when, Irving, he sat down with the ADL. I would have told him to kick rocks. I could not have done it. I could not have done it. I could not have sat down with them and talk about hateful, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't have done it. So he's a bigger man than me. And maybe he's doing this as a strategy. I know I'm hearing him talk, and I know he says certain things that perhaps he's sticking to his guns. But we should not come down to a black man like that. Listen, just because a black man disagree with a white Jewish ideology or what have you, this is abuse, man. This is getting out of hand. This is not right. This is, and if you're gonna continue, I'm here, shout out to Wires on Man, he got suspended. This is continue the same cycle. Let's do something different, guys. Let's do something different. Why don't you just talk to the guy, make him understand? Or maybe what it is, maybe my brothers, my white Jewish brothers and sisters, maybe you guys threatened by black people. Maybe that crazy white woman's not so crazy. But what you need to understand is, people of color, we don't want to destroy others. We don't want to deny others. We just want what we deserve. And that's peace, self-respect. Others to respect us. Yes, because he has an opinion about a book that I own, by the way. And the premise in the book is, Brother Ron, all he did is present his argument why he believes people of color in America have a better argument of being the tribes of Israel than the Europeans. That's all. That's it. That's all he did. He didn't call any of them any other names. He didn't say kill all Jews. All he plays in an argument, the same argument that other Jewish people has also displayed. There's a book called Judaism in West Africa, written by that Jewish man. Or Jewish presence in Africa, or something like that, or Israel presence, or Hebrew culture in West Africa. I'm paraphrasing. It's just an opinion, guys. Or maybe what it is, that you feel that now, if this thing becomes a trend, what do you think is going to happen? The United States government is going to start not giving you guys support into Israel? Listen, the United States government is not giving you support because you're Israel. The United States government is giving you support because you are the only Middle Eastern country, European power base in the Middle East. And yes, let's just say hypothetically, this thing takes steam, and then some people may say, you know what, I don't think the Europeans are the real descendants of Israel. I think we should start giving the money and support. There's a lot of organizations like, Christians and support for Israel and yada, yada, yada. Maybe they'll start saying, maybe we start helping the black people. And let's just say, hypothetically, you guys start getting some support. Less support, excuse me. And black people start getting more support. So you're losing your money. We're messing with your money. Maybe hypothetically, let's put this on the table. Have you not had enough support? Can we get a little shine? Can we get a little support from Christians and say, hey, I'm going to bless you, Israelite? Because according to the Torah, according to the Bible, it says if you bless Israel, you will be blessed. Can we get little blessings? And we may be Jews. Can we get a little shine, or we have to go to you? Is that the hustle? Jewish people, clean your house, man. Good Jewish people. I know there's a lot of good Jewish people. I know there's a lot of people in the Jewish community that disagree with what's going on. You guys have to start speaking up. It should not be only Mr. Rappaport. And Rappaport, shame on you, bro. Shame on you. Because we are accepted, in the rap community, in the hip hop community, you're respected within the hood. And you coming down on my man Kanye. Listen, man, I'm not gonna attack you because I'm not a man of violence. But I'm gonna let you know you're not appreciated. Shut the hell up. You don't know what you're talking about. Shut the hell up. And I think your wife is African American. Sister, shut your husband up. Tell her, honey, relax. Those are my people. Relax. You're getting a little racist now. You're getting out of control. If a black man was talking about a Jewish man the way Rappaport was talking about Kanye, well, he would not get canceled? Would the ADL would not give him a visit? So Rappaport, shut down with your racist. Relax. And that's serious. And you know a lot of Jewish people, not all, have taken advantage of black and brown people in the hood in this rap game. So relax. Get over yourself. I don't know. I don't have much to say, man. I don't have. I'm sad today. I'm sad in what's going on. I know, we should be happy, fine, maybe. We're waking up. There's a lot of conversation about this conversation, and I'm rocking with Ye. I know he's doing certain things. Some people said this may be part of his plan. I'm hearing words that the book is doing well from Hebrews to Negroes, and the documentary is doing well. And I'm hearing that, what's that? Amazon, either it's people downloading it too quick or watching it, or it's some people are having difficulties getting it, and so forth, so on. But you know what's the funny thing is that everybody's coming down on Mr. Ron Darwin and also Mr. The basketball player brother, Mr. Irving. No one is coming down on Amazon. If this thing is so racist, so anti-Semite, oh my God, why now? That book has been out for years in Amazon. Why is nobody talking to Amazon and calling them racist? Or maybe Bezos has some more money. Maybe he has some lawyers that he could defend himself. Huh? People of color. I agree with that crazy white woman. We have the power. We have to just know how to use it wisely. Not with hate, but with love. The only thing I do disagree with that, sister, is we'll use that unity and that love not to save America. America it will stay and fall on its own because it's prophetic. Save the people, wherever you at. America, Africa, South America. We need to build a global unity of love and respect and come down on anyone if they disrespect us, if they misuse us. If you go against one, you go against all. Let's start acting like the Jewish people in regards of this unity thing. Let's start acting exactly what they do. Anytime we have an issue with one of us, we'll correct them, not in front of the media like these guys, Shaq and Cole and all these other guys. Shame on you, brothers. Shame on you. It'd be best for you to just say, shut the hell up. Don't say anything. But I used to afraid, you coon, you sell out. Have you ever heard a Jewish person criticize another Jewish person when a Jewish person does something wrong? I'll wait. Because they have enough common sense to resolve the issue behind closed doors. And not undermine the integrity of their people. Good for them and shame on us. You know what? I'm just going to leave the show. And I want to just simply say good night. I love everyone. Let's engage. Let's talk. Forgive me if I have offended anybody, but this is what's in my heart. And I want to play this last video that when I heard it, it kind of touched, it hit me. And I want you guys to share this video with me. Fair use.
But now this is what the Lord says. He who created you, Jacob, he who formed you, Israel, do not fear, for I have redeemed you. I have summoned you by name, you are mine. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned, the flames will not set you ablaze. For I am the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, your Savior. I give Egypt for your ransom, Cush and Seba in your stead, since you are precious and honored in my sight, and because I love you, I will give people in exchange for you, nations in exchange for your life. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. I will bring your children from the east and gather you from the west. I will say to the north, give them up, and to the south, do not hold them back. Bring my sons from afar, and my daughters from the ends of the earth, everyone who is called by my name, whom I created for my glory, whom I formed and made.
you.